Yo, 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 what's up, people? It's your boy P. Ross back in the building off of that WWE pay-per-view Extreme Rules 2015. Yes, it was off the chain. Pretty good, pretty good. I really enjoyed it. Now let's get into these results. Daniel Bryan was scheduled to wrestle Wade Barrett for the Intercontinental Championship, but he didn't because of whatever reason. Doctors didn't want him to. So Wade Barrett, Bad News Barrett that is, wrestled a guy from NXT, who I believe was the champion of NXT and a tag team champion, named Neville. Bad News Barrett lost to Neville. Neville finisher, I forgot what they called it, but he was so elevated in the air, like he was like so high in the air, it was like incredible. So that was the Extreme Rules pre-match, kickoff show match. All right. Then you had Dean Ambrose, in which they called the Lunatic Fringe, versus Luke Harper. Now, both of these guys are fucking crazy, but the match didn't start and end exactly right there. What happened was Luke Harper went to the back, and they were fighting in the back or whatever, and then Luke Harper got in the car and tried to drive out, and Dean Ambrose jumped in with him. Now, we'll get back to that match later. So, the pay-per-view continued because they actually having a Chicago street fight, which is what the name of the match was, a Chicago street fight. All right. Then we move on to Sheamus versus Dolph Ziggler in what they were calling Kiss Me Arse match, which I guess is like the Irish dialect for kiss my ass. The winner of this match had to kiss the other person's ass. Dolph Ziggler ended up winning. Sheamus actually did not kiss his ass, but what Sheamus did was he hit him with the low blow, and then he took Dolph Ziggler's face and put Ziggler's face on his ass. So, it's a trip. I already knew what was gonna happen. And ain't Sheamus ugly with that new hairdo? Like, I don't even like that. He is very, very ugly. Anyway, then you had A New Day versus Tyson Kidd and Cesaro for the tag team championships. Now, I don't know what it is about A New Day. I don't think they're exactly catching on fire like everybody thought they would. I don't necessarily think that Kofi Kingston really needed to be in The New Day, because I thought he was great as a solo act, wrestling on his own and by himself. So, I just don't think it's catching on that much. I think they okay, but that's just me. Again, A New Day ended up winning the tag team championships from Cesaro and Tyson Kidd. And for them to win the tag team championships, it got to be something about them that people either like or dislike for them to win. So, and this is the part where New Day went to the back and they were getting interviewed. Then all of a sudden, the truck that pulled out with Luke Harper and Dean Ambrose actually came back. So Luke Harper got out the truck, and Dean Ambrose got on top of the truck. Luke Harper had moved, and he ended up splashing all A New Day. So they ended up finally going back to the ring, and Ambrose beat Luke Harper in the ring 1, 2, 3. So Dean Ambrose beat the Chicago street fight. Then you had one of the more interesting matches. And then again, New Day, they won the tag team championships. All right. Then you had Cena versus Rusev in a Russian chain match. I don't think I've seen one of these since Nikita Koloff, if I'm not mistaken. But it was a pretty good match. Cena actually ends up winning and retaining the U.S. Championship, which I'm glad, and finally we had a moment of greatness when instead of the Russian flag coming down, we had the American flag come down. Rusev was pretty pissed, so he get one last shot at payback to wrestle John Cena for the U.S. title. All right. Then you have Nikki Bella versus Naomi. This is another instance where I think certain wrestlers should just step back and let other people shine. Because I honestly, I really don't think that the Bellas are that good. I mean, they look good on the outside. They are very, very attractive women. But I just don't think that they are great wrestlers. Compared to even like an AJ Page. Although I really don't like Page, I really must say Page can't actually wrestle in my book. Naomi can wrestle. She is the self-proclaimed most athletic diva on the roster. And I really think she should have won this, but she didn't. She'll have her time. It's coming around to her pretty soon. After the Bella match with Naomi, Nikki Bella did win that, of course. Then you had Roman Reigns versus the Big Show in the last man standing match. Now I know, ain't no way on this earth that you would think that Roman Reigns would be able to actually beat Big Show in the last man standing match. But the way the match actually went, it was kind of fly because I actually like the way Roman actually beat him, because I don't think Roman would have beat him any other way without burying him with the announcers table. And let me say this too, I just love when they tear up the announcers tables. I think that's awesome. So Roman Reigns beat the Big Show. Bo Dallas ended up getting shell-shocked by Ryback, whatever. Bo Dallas is a quite comical character. And I think you need a little comedy every now and then and someone for comic relief, and Bo Dallas definitely get the job done. Ryback shell-shocked the shit out of him. So then we getting on to the last match. Randy Orton versus Seth Rollins for the WWE World Heavyweight Championship in a cage. Pretty good match. The RKO was bad, so what I'm trying to figure out now is, was it just banned from Randy using it, or was it banned through the whole match? Because Kane was the gatekeeper. Kane wouldn't let Randy out. So the shit rocks on and rocks on. And Kane ends up getting in the ring and choke slamming Seth Rollins and Randy Orton. And putting Seth Rollins on top of Randy to get pinned. Randy kicked out. So Randy ended up RKO'ing Kane, and then Seth Rollins RKO'd him. So I guess it's just something to go back and look at within the last couple of weeks. Was the RKO banned for Randy, or was it banned through the match? I want to say it was just banned for Randy, because if I remember, he said your greatest weapon is being banned, and that's the RKO. So, we'll see. Seth Rollins end up retaining the World Heavyweight Championship. So it's all good. Overall, it was a pretty good pay-per-view. Kept my attention pretty much. So that's it, people. If y'all watch Extreme Rules, tell me what y'all think about it. All right, then. Peace.